Fractional part of a number practice. Here we have the problem 2/3 of 12. 2/3 of 12. Now if this whole bar represents 12, then we look at 2/3 of this whole bar. The whole bar is 12. And to look at 2/3, it's the denominator that tells us how many parts to divide that bar into. So we divide the bar into 3 parts. And then we end up looking at 2 of those parts. So 12 divided by 3 is 4. And like I said, we look at 2 of those parts, or 2 of those 4s. So we have 12 divided by 3 equaling 4. And then we multiply by 2 to get 8. 2/3 of 12 is 8. For 3/4 of 20, again, it is the denominator that tells us how many parts we're dividing into. So we go 20 divided by 4 equaling 5. And then we end up looking at 3 of those 5s. And then, so the multiplication problem we use is 5 times 3 equaling 15. 3/4 of 20 does equal 15. 5/7 of 49. Is it the numerator or denominator that tells us how many parts we're dividing into? It is the denominator. 49 divided by 7 equaling 7. And then we're going to end up looking at 5 of those 7s. That's why we go 7 times 5 equaling 35. Many of those students will forget that second step. They'll tell me that 49 divided by 7 equals 7. They're forgetting that you need to look at 5 of those parts. 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to look at 5 of those. And that's why you go through all of those steps there. 35 out of the whole thing, which was 49. 3/8 of 32. Again, thinking of a bar, we're getting stuck. We have to think of multiple ways to remember. We take 3/8 of that bar, so we need to divide the bar into 8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts, and then we're just looking at 3 of those parts. So the whole thing is 32. We went 32 divided by 8 equaling 4. So each of those is 4. And then we look at 3 of those 4s. So 3 of those 4s is 12. 4/9 of 72. Again, it's the denominator telling us how many parts we're dividing into. So we'll start with the division problem of 72 divided by 9, which equals 8. That's not our answer though, because 1/9 of 72 is already 8. We have to look at 4 of those 8s. That's why you take 8, multiply by 4 to equal 32. 4/9 of 72 is 32. 3/4 of 24, we'll take 24, and we divide it by the denominator, which is 4. 24 divided by 4 equals 6. And then we end up looking at 3 of those 6s. So we go 6 times 3, which equals 18. 3/4 of 24 is 18. One final problem, 7/20 of 140. 140 divided by 20 is equal to 7, because 7 times 20 is 140. Then we look at 7 times 7, which equals 49. Because of this 7 right there, we had to look at 7 of those 7s. So the answer is 49.